Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone tonight? I am still working on some stuff here, so give me just a second. I apologize. I'm going to try to get everybody going. We're all going to have a good time tonight. We're going to talk about Cthulhu Invades, Fairy Tales Volume 2, Grim Fades, which is really cool. I'm excited about being part of this. I'm excited about all the creators that we have involved. We have a few of them with us tonight. We have a couple more, I think, coming. So I think there's at least two more coming. So this is going to be a fun time for everybody involved. Give me just a second to make sure Facebook is seeing us and then I can see Facebook because Facebook is sometimes a jerky face. If you could do me a favor and you're watching this from anywhere, please go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to see that you're here and that you're responding. I did send this out to our Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales friends from Volume 1. Hopefully some of those backers are coming and watching us and hanging out with us tonight. That's really exciting. Oh, it says it's public. What the heck? Everything may be good. So hopefully everything is good. Let's see. So yeah, if you can leave a comment so I know that everything's good, I will get all of our guests up here. I'm sorry, I have like 1,000 window tabs open. So I apologize. All right. Evening. All right, Kat, it is working. I need YouTube. If anybody's on YouTube to check, let us know. Second comment. Thank you, Kat. But let's get some people in here. We just lost somebody. Somebody disappeared. There. All right, he's back. First up, I will get my partner in crime. I'm going to do this by people who've done the most stuff with me and then the least stuff with me because that helps get everyone involved and be aware of stuff like that. I have my crazy... It's going random colors, and I apologize for that. So I'm changing colors as we go. So hopefully that's going to work out all right. Gambit.
Yes, sir.
You've done the most with me here. So
what? Yeah, I heard you saying that, and I wasn't expecting it to be me.
No, it's you. I mean, you've been in a lot of anthologies. You've been in Voodoo Nations. You've been in a lot of Orange Cone stuff. I mean, you've worked on, well, let's see, Voodoo Nations. Did you do anything for Broke
I did. I've done Voodoo Nations, and I did the expired covers.
Right.
And I did the Coins of Judas covers.
Yeah.
And the Granite State Punk cover.
No Contest, which is related.
Yes, No Contest. And I did the second volume of Holiday Spirits. There's a pin up there too.
And all the Cthulhu. So like
and the three of the Cthulhu books. Yes. Damn, it's been 3 already.
Yeah, so you're welcome. We're gonna have a good time. You don't do a lot of streams, so I'm excited to see you here.
Yes,
man, that's wonderful. Waiting on the link, John. I already sent you the link. I guess I'll send you it again. Brian's number 2 here.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a contest, but now I know. And Gambit, I'm coming after you.
That is what I like.
A year, but I've racked them up. Let's see.
What do you got? What have you done, Brian?
Oh God, Cthulhu 1,
okay.
Cthulhu 2. Okay. I will be Cthulhu 3.
Fairy Tales.
Granite State Punk cover. I did a backup story to Voodoo Nations, which we'll see at some point. Upheaval number 1.
Okay.
Holiday Spirits.
Nice.
At least 2 of those now, because I just completed a story for Daniel. And what else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing. Oh, and I did one little drawing for Hospice. So
that's true. One little drawing.
So I did one little drawing.
We got Kari. Hello. How are you? Good evening. Gambit's beats me then. Yep. Next up on our list here would be John, who had never been in an anthology before until I invited him. And then everyone invited him because I realized he was easy picking.
Well, I had never been in an anthology that I didn't produce. So I put myself in plenty.
Okay.
But thank you. Yes, I have been in Cthulhu Invades Neverland, and now I'm in Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales Volume 2, which is live on Kickstarter, as you all know. So yeah, Travis has invited me twice. Thank you so much.
Nice.
I did not do any covers, sorry. I can try if you want me
asking
to.
John to do covers,
missed
but it's
out.
apparently he can't draw or whatever. It's bullshit. And next up, we've got my good friend. I'm going to go Wes. Now, Wes, because everybody else is at one time working with me, but Wes tried really hard to get into Fairy Tales 1. He tried really hard. I think, how many pitches did you do that we just couldn't get it lined up?
I think 2, and then the one that you accepted for this volume was my third pitch.
Okay. Yeah, I called John one day. I called Wes one day, and I was like, Wes, I really want you in. And I don't remember which ones you pitched, but I remember like this guy, like I really need to work with him because of this, and this, But I want you in it. I'm going to give you this idea. What do you think? And you're like, I love it. And we got it done. And so that's history. And I'm going to have the floppies for the preview pretty soon, Wes. So you'll get some comps from that. So I'm going to get those. They're ordered. They would be here. Just the printer asked me, hey, can I get one extra week so I can get out San Diego Comic-Con stuff? And I was like, that's fair. Get those people need it. Get them, get it out there. But I'll have them, and I'll get your address, and we'll get those out to you very soon. Perfect. So you can read Wes's story. We'll talk about that in a minute. Next up, I'm going to talk about Josh. How are you, Josh?
Hey, good to see you. How you doing?
Good. Josh randomly called me one day. We talked on the phone for a long period of time because trying to figure out how he can fit and give him advice. He is a Ringo Award nominee or your winner?
Nominee. I was up against some heavy hitters that year for sure.
But a nominee. But unlike Cthulhu, who's like by himself. Like he just did the work and ready to go to war. So like, congrats, and I'm really happy that you're part of this. You got a great story in this.
Thank you very much. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked to get to work with William again. He's in my graphic novel, and to be able to do that again, an opportunity. This is my first anthology as well, so I'm like super excited about it. And I really appreciate the opportunity.
Nice. Well, we're happy to have you. And last but not least, but since Luke wasn't even supposed to be in this book, we'll get Luke in. How you doing, Luke?
Doing good.
Yeah. So Luke. For the fans who are watching this, because we have a decent people who are watching hopefully from our fan base and hopefully from creators. Luke was part of Volume 3. We got him attached to an artist. He was paying attention to all the group messages when he pitched, and we scooped him up an artist. We connected him really quick. He got his stuff done, and only 2 people for Volume 3 has got it done because I had to put it on pause for a minute because of the tariff situation at the beginning of the year. Luke and one other person, so I was just like, let's move him into this volume. So Luke got upgraded to this volume. So we're going to go over everybody's story and stuff, but first let's check out the Kickstarter. We're so close to 10K. I'm hoping we're there now, but we were so close last time I checked. Let's see what we can get here. Not quite there yet, but we're doing good. See, look at it. It's going up right now. So this is our anthology. I'm going to share the link. I'm going to share all about it. Let me share that through all of our socials here. If you guys don't mind sharing it through your socials too, and share that you're live with us, hanging out if you haven't done so already.
I'll share the live.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I just shared that link on my Instagram and my Facebook, but I don't have the Kickstarter one to share. I forgot to do that one, but I'll do it just now. I'll do it now.
Yeah, let's get
Let me find out real quick.
It's going everywhere.
Private chat.
Thank you, John. Can you give me your campaign as well, so I can make sure I get to that too?
Thank you.
What? Another campaign.
Yeah, if anybody has, there'll be a time for it, but if anybody has a campaign live, even if you're only mildly associated with it, let us know. We're going to promote it. It's going to be mostly about Cthulhu tonight. So it's not a normal creator hangout. That'll be back next week. But if you have something going on, I want to help you out. All right, hold on. Where is... I'm not sure if it went to Facebook. Kat, can you tell me if it went to Facebook? You're there. No, it didn't go to Facebook. I need it to go to Facebook. All right.
Oh, there's even more drumsticks of doom. Wow. Okay. Awesome.
That book's that's my favorite. That's one of my top favorite books. Leave it alone.
He's been killing it. It's good.
Thank you.
It's because I did a rock book, and he was like, I can produce some faster than him.
Even though yours came out 2 years after mine, I was definitely ripping you off.
And you have way more issues. Mine came out 2 years after yours.
Yeah, something like that.
I could
Or
have
after
sworn
we
mine was
started
first. I would have literally gone to the grave arguing that mine was first. I probably still will, just in case anybody's curious.
Oh, that's fine. There's no record of that on the internet or anything. Just go for
Right.
it.
That's right. Yeah, nobody can check this. That's fine. All right. So let's talk about the campaign just a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it. When I get to your story, please stop me when we get to that part. We're going to give you your spotlight in a minute, and we're going to talk about your story specifically. It's going to be a little hard for Gambit because Gambit's story isn't up yet. But got a reason. We'll get there. I don't even think he knows what he's drawing, so that's fine.
Yeah, it'll be a complete surprise when I get the script.
Yeah, so 21 of the 22 stories are done.
Holy shit.
One of them is not. It is not his fault. It is someone in the Gibb household's fault. We're going to blame me.
Well, the good thing is that when the deadline is close, I produce the pages really fast. So
right, it's true. You have he has for Orange Cone. I think you have 3 scripts. You have 2 Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales 3, 1 Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales 2, and 1 Monster. You're all over the place. Luke, are you actually there? Lucas, look at Luke's thing. Okay, I'm just making sure you're there. You had a weird thing. You could be off camera. It was weird. It was freaking me out. All right. How can I get this to the right size? It looks so small. All right. So this is a campaign, right?
Hey.
They do that sometimes. So unlike last one, first thing to notice, sorry, I'm all over the place today. I'm going to go big for a second. So first things first. This one, Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales. It is out. You can get it on this Kickstarter. This is volume 1. Lots of cool people are in it. Gambit's in it. Brian's in it. I'm in it. Lots of cool stuff. You can get this on the campaign as well. So make sure you get that. That's the first thing. This is volume 2 continuing. So in the first volume, we had a bunch of fairy tales. We had Little Red Riding Hood. We had Snow White. We had Rumpelstiltskin. We had, who else did we have? Goldilocks and 3 Bears. We had a lot of really cool characters. And this one, we continue on that tradition, adding a bunch of new characters here. Again, I have way too many windows open. Okay. Is it moving?
No.
Okay, so that's not the one. Hold on. No. Okay. All right, I got it. Found it. All right. So on this one, we have Jack and the Beanstalk, Beauty and the Beast, 3 Little Pigs, Sleeping Beauty, and many more that we're going to go over. We have 22 original tales. That is 2 more than last time. So we have 2 extra tales from last one, which is really cool. We have over 50 comic creators putting together Grim Fairy Tales and HP Lovecraft. So the first thing people are going to ask about this is, do you need the first one for the second? Absolutely not. You do not need it. We have 3 really cool covers, 2 soft cover, 1 hard. Here's cover A. Ooh. This is done by Jordi Perez. She does Firefly, if you're not aware. She does that comic and a lot of other really cool stuff. I think it came out really good. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
It's gorgeous.
Anyone? Cool.
It's
Thanks for
amazing. The covers, you always produce amazing covers. If that doesn't draw you in, you know what will?
What will? Thank you. Second one is by Gerard and Gilly. How do you say that?
Guillermo.
Guillermo Lindbergh? But I mean, that's a beautiful cover. I love Gerald's stuff. He's been killing it in the indie scene. Love this cover. So that's cover B, kind of our virgin cover. It's more art than stuff. And then this one, This is such a beautiful cover.
I love this cover.
Yeah.
Irwin killed it. And in so many details, like so when he pitched it, I just told him Jack, and I said I wear a beast, and then there was a little bit more room right there. So I said, hey, can we have another Cthulhu mythos character? That's a night knot swimming, flying up. So that's our hardcover. It's stunning, really, really good cover. So love it. We've been killing it. So some of our creators include Matt Harding, Jordan Perez, Travis, and Walter Osley. Britt, by the way, getting Walter Osley back for anybody who's been doing stuff for a while is amazing. Kurt Belcher, Adam Barnhart, Dan Smith. You guys will read all that later. They've worked for Mad Cave Scout, Image, SourcePoint, Aftershock. Most of these people are no longer in business because of Diamond, but that's its own problem. Red 5 Comics, Behemoth. Some of them we don't even talk about. We're not even proud to be proud of anymore. But shows that we're pros and doing stuff, right? Right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, are you actually waiting for a response? Yes.
I was. Thank you. Yes. Help me out here. That was a really pretty, very traditional fairy tale. Yeah, we have a mix of traditional and non-traditional. So here's some of the stories in here. Here's the first one is Beauty and the Beast by I'm not going to go over people's names. You guys can look it up. But by Lori and Ronald Roland. I'm not going to go. Okay, I know I just said it, but I'm not going to go first, last name. I'm not going to try to mess anything up. We got Frog Prince by Austin and Sierra Florence, and colors by Stoney Wolin. Dan Smith's doing Sleeping Beauty. We have Jack and the Beanstalk by Rodney Fink and the Baggs Brothers. We have Ed Davies coming back with Caesar Oliver and colors by Madge. We have, all right, first one, Luke Anderson. Art by Kurt Belcher. Colors by Jack Thorne. Tell us about it, brother.
Great. So this is a Tom Thumb story. Tom Thumb's one of my favorite Grimm's characters because he's always framed as a hero in the stories, but he's a giant asshole. Nothing he does is justified at all. It's always him stealing shit from people and basically doing things to be petty. So this story is kind of Tom, but with a huge ego, thinking he's been wronged by everybody because of his size. And so that's his justification for stealing. And he stumbles on a mysterious temple inside of a sewer, and things get wacky from there.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And like I said before, he was supposed to be in volume 3. Got him in volume 2. So happy to have you early and before. Someone was about to say something. What was that? No? Okay. John Westoff. I don't know that guy.
That guy's the worst.
What's up, John?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, once again, Travis ran out of people to call, so he called me up and said, you're the last one on the list. No, I had worked with, like we said at the top of the show, Travis invited me to Cthulhu Invades Neverland. There was a very, had a character in mind, needed me to kind of sub in for that. I was very grateful for that opportunity. He also paired me up with the amazing Emily Reset, who is a young and amazing up-and-coming artist, so that was very cool. And we wanted to work together again. And I was thankful for the opportunity. I'm not a huge fairy tale guy, so I when I look through the list of opportunities or stories that hadn't been picked, I picked a West African folktale of Anansi and the Turtle. And I also may have mentioned this before when you invited me. I'm not really a Cthulhu or H.P. Lovecraft guy either. I really know not that much about him, but Emily and I have kind of picked a certain character in that mythos that we like, and just a slight spoiler, they'll be returning to wreak some havoc in our story with Anansi and the Turtle.
No, I think that this is an important thing to say here. You are making so. Here, I'm going to make us big for a second. Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales is supposed to be separate. So the original trilogy, there's a beginning, middle, and end, and it all ties into one universe. Came John decided that fairy tale that Neverland is going to continue because one of the characters from Neverland crossed over here. So, if you guys love continuity, you get a little bit more Neverland in this little thing, which I think is cool.
Oh, I thought these books were even though that they're basically standalone. I thought that they were connected somehow.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 were Oz was Oz,
Okay.
Neverland, and Wonderland was.
Wonderland.
And
Fairy
Wonder.
tales,
Got it.
fairy tales isn't because unlike the other ones, Oz is a world, Neverland's a
Yeah.
world. Fairy tales exist wherever it is, unless you're doing Shrek. They don't all exist in the same spot.
Yeah. Got it.
Now, mind you, if we could have Shrek, I would have Shrek in a minute. Shrek and Donkey, let's go.
Definitely. In my mind, it was like, you know what? These old gods, they can do whatever they want. So they're hopping wherever universe they want to go to.
I mean, that's the line, right? That's what is connecting them. It's the H.P. Lovecraft stuff, not necessarily anything else. So
Yeah.
There's room.
That means these books connect to the Betty Page universe then too.
I like it.
Yes. Most definitely.
We'll get there, buddy.
Yeah, that's almost in public domain. It's on the list. Well, and then you said Betty Page, but which is correct. But also Betty Boop is very soon. But it's the weird looking version of Betty Boop, not the like hot one. That's still like another 5 or 6 years.
Well, I'll send Felix the cat whenever we're ready. I'll handle him and his bag of tricks and horrors. I'll do it.
Let's see what else we've got here. All right, and then we got Hans the Hedgehog, which nobody knows as a story, but I promise you, you'll know it after this because it is wild. Joe Rodriguez and Roman team up. That's the team from what is the name of their book? John, help me out here. Come on. You know his book?
Uh-oh, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Got to cheat. And
It's a great book. Brian, tell us about your story here.
Yeah, we did the Three Little Pigs meets The Exorcist, basically. Yeah, Jeremiah Espinosa had this kind of wicked little tale. He sort of inverts a lot of the tropes within that fairy tale, and I get to draw a lot of beasties, and I had a lot of fun. There's this little town that gets wrecked by them, and I had a lot of fun with that image. Yeah, so it was kind of fun. It was anthropomorphic, which was kind of a stretch for me. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, but I was really pleased with the way it turned out. It's also the last book pages I'll pretty much ever color. So that's it. Enjoy.
I actually, we talked about this a little bit, but I actually just had someone go in and add a little bit more pink to it.
There you go.
Thanks.
That makes sense. Yeah, they probably weren't pink enough.
Garrett, what's the next Cthulhu Invading? I will say that at the end. We'll talk a little bit about that because there's some stuff. I don't like to tell it because the minute I say it, people are in my inbox. Probably most of the people in this group will be like, "Hey, mark me in, write me down."
Cthulhu Invades Orange Cone.
Eventually, right?
Not in public.
The only one that doesn't fund.
Ouch.
David Galliano.
Into your neck of the woods. Cthulhu Invades Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Florida man could beat Cthulhu. We don't want that to happen.
Oh my gosh.
So we have the Goose Girl next. That's by the very talented David Galliano and Dan Smith. We've got Neil Morton, and he brought Walter Osley out of retirement. I am so excited about Walter Osley. So excited. Hey, Austin. Austin is creator in this. Next is Baba Black Sheep. That's by me and Kurt Belcher. Kurt Belcher has 2 in this, and so doesn't stuff. But you'll see way more art. I only did a few pages. I think I did 4 or 5. And you have Luke. You did like 10, right? 8 to 10.
Ours was 7. I pitched 8, and you told me to take 1 out.
Okay. That sounds like me. That tracks. And then Wes, we're at you. And I put Wesley. Should I change it to Wes?
No, Wesley's fine. That's my
Okay.
legal name. So,
But-
but yeah, Teeth and Treason. This is my third time's a charm. Getting into an orange cone book. Travis said he needed a story about the Tooth Fairy, so I wrote this and pitched it to him, and he accepted it and paired me with Martha Schwartz is the artist on this story. But essentially, I explored the Tooth Fairy mythos and tried to give it a real world connection because the Tooth Fairy, that's a job and it pays terrible wages. So I thought some folks could relate to that. But our Tooth Fairy gets tempted with an offer that has some serious consequences for the realm of the Tooth Fairies. So this is a fun 6-pager. Really appreciate the opportunity. And Martha knocked it out of the park. I wasn't familiar with her before Travis paired us up. But he showed me some samples of her work, and then she just did a bang-up job on this story. So I'm excited to have this in the collection.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Take out one page. I want to be fair to Luke. So figure it out. I know it's already done.
Cut some panels.
Next is Lee Newman, arts and color by John Running, and the music's of Bremen. That is a crazy
That's
story.
wicked.
What's that?
That's wicked.
Yeah, it's wild. The story's wild. It's stuff. Now, this is where I apologize to Josh. So this one's based off the Doom Rider. He has a story called The Doom Prince. Those should never have been in the same book. That is a bad editorial director named me.
That's amazing. How close are the? What What is that story about?
What is that story about?
Yeah.
It's about it's kind of like a Death Rider. It's like a Scottish folklore of like going into his last battle, like what they kind of do. Like he was super excited about it. Apparently he must have known about it and he didn't like have to research it. He was like, I'm claiming that one. I'm like, cool. Like I don't know what it is at the time. Like I knew that it existed on my list, but I didn't know the great detail. But it's about basically a knight and his final like battle.
Cool.
And his gets a little crazy. Spoiler alert: there's male genitalia. In fact, you can read this one. It's one of the previews.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I mean that one standalone image. If that doesn't make you want to pick up the book,
Right? No.
Yeah,
Right.
the male genitalia, it's actually the first fold out, right?
Yeah, first fold out.
Yeah, so again,
And then we got the great Matt Harding and Etienne, based off the Elf and a Shoemaker. Was really excited to get Matt Harding, and then he was like, "I'm going to write this one." Matt Harding, if you don't know, has worked for DC, is a very talented artist, but has done a lot of really cool stuff. So the next is The Mouse, the Bird, and the Sausage by Oscar and Christian Vars. So the first thing he told me is, "Hey, can I give a mouse and a sausage a machine gun?" And I told him, one of our few rules that we have when we do Cthulhu is we want it to look fantasy based. So you can't go chew stuff. I said you can make a tech thing, but it's got to be made out of wood, like a brutish type thing. And as you see, he's got like a wood mech thing.
I'm into it.
Daniel's here as well. He said he went full A24 with male genitalia. Sorry.
Don't apologize. Own it.
own it.
Well, it's funny because here I'll tell a story real quick.
Yeah, why are you apologizing for that?
We didn't allow it in the first run, and then since we were doing fairy tales, we loosened it up a little bit, mainly because someone had a full like female like nude scene in the Ugly Duckling in Volume 1. I was like, all right, that's fine. We're going a little edgier. We're going a little darker. It's fine. But we were very close to hiring a young 13-year-old girl at my daughter's school, like who we thought would be a good fit. But now we're like, well, because of Daniel's genitalia, we're going to have to wait till Volume 3 and make sure.
That's fair.
I mean, you could do a spinoff floppy of like Cthulhu's Tales
Kids.
for Kids or something.
Yeah. There you go.
Nobody says you can't do that.
That's not where I thought you were going with Floppy with the conversation. But yeah, I guess we could also go the other way too. But and they do really well on Kickstarter. But
They sure do.
I'm not willing to do that. And then we've got Stoney Williams and Ben coming back for Tales of the Red, for Based on the Red Shoes. That is a really cool book story. Stoney Williams kills it every time. He's the only one who's been in everything thus far, which is kind of cool. And then Josh, we got you
and you, right?
Well, yes, and me, John. I almost cut myself out of one, and then I didn't.
Oh, wow. Man, you're your own worst critic.
I am. Josh, tell us about it. You had this done a long time ago. Like, it's been done for a long time. I'm excited to.
Yes, sir. I was just trying to find our old emails back to, I guess it was March when I first started to submit to this, and I sent in 5 submissions, so I wanted to get in real bad. I'm glad that you accepted this one, but I went real simple with this. So I did a rhyming scheme like a fairy tale, and I kept very close to the traditional story because I thought that it would include Cthulhu so well. And so basically this guy and his wife cannot conceive a child, and so he prays to Cthulhu in order to have the child. So Cthulhu grants his wish, but then there are 3 omens that appear in his house. And so he's super paranoid about what they mean. He's doing everything to keep the child and his family inside the house, trying to avoid seeing these omens. And it turns into this really kind of paranoid running story, and he ends up perishing in the end just based on his own paranoid ramblings and running around and stuff. So I really had a lot of fun with that. I can relate to anxiety and paranoia, so I really dug into the character quite a bit. I had a lot of fun with it, and I think that William killed it as well. I don't know what time it is in Indonesia, but he couldn't be here. But he had a really good time doing that too.
Did you ask him? Are you free in Indonesia right now?
I didn't. You know what's funny? We did a whole novel together, and then we've done this. This is our second project together, and we've never talked on video or on the phone. It's all been through email the entire time. So, I need to do that very soon because I want to do another novel with him. So someday maybe we'll be able to get together.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. Next up, we've got The Gingerbread Man by Adam Barnhart and art and color by Michael Abstrato. It's really good. Yeah, he's cute. It's what's really cool about the fairy tales genre versus like doing all the other ones when we did Cthulhu Oz, we could have funny stuff, but it still had a set tone. Where in this, you can kind of go wherever you want to go per story, and it's a little more traditional anthology, which I think makes it unique and makes it a lot of fun. Makes it a little more fun. And then the last one we got is Lady and the Tiger by Jimmy Gasparo from Comic Book Yeti and Joseph Cava. And it's an amazing story, amazing art. Like was a Black Mirror work. Jimmy's a really good writer. Thank God he does podcasts more than writing.
I'm pretty sure he's a lawyer too.
He is a lawyer. But yeah, here's some of the rewards. Again, very, very cool stuff. You can get all 5 volumes. You can get all that. Collector's volume. You guys can look at the Kickstarter. You can figure out all that. There's some bookmarks here. Some really, really cool stuff. So check it out. We have all of our old books. If you haven't got it, some of them, they're here. Wonderland, Neverland, and then The Last Fairy Tale. So it is very cool. And then we do, if you're in Florida, we do a signing. So we'll do a signing when the book is done. So here's a signing from everyone we've done. Oz, Wonderland, Neverland, and the most recent one, Fairy Tales Volume 1. So that is the basic. I'm going to share it out one more time because, guys, while we've been doing this, we've got a few more backers.
Nice.
Less than 200 away.
Look at how close we are.
Wow, getting closer to 10K.
So we're only 200 away. We are in a good spot. I'm going to share it out a few more times, see if we can get to 10K. And 200 backers is great on day one. So that, we are so grateful at Orange Cone, and we're so grateful. I know all the creators are grateful that you guys are interested in this book and that you when you see it, you rally behind it and you back it right away. A lot of us do campaigns where we've got to wait until the end. Even me, other Orange Cone campaigns do not do as well as this one. So really excited about that. So a couple more things before we get you guys all out of here. I'm not going to keep you very long. I want to keep you guys about an hour. So here's the question. If you could have done any fairy tale of your choice without me being the asshole and deciding what you get, what would you have picked? I want to know. Gambit, what would you have done?
I have actually, I think I sent it to you, but it was too late already. It's a Little Red Riding Hood poem, story, short, illustrated thing that I've always wanted to do. I think I'm going to do it anyways and just publish it on my website or something, do something with it because I really like it. But I think that would be it because, and the main reason is because when I was in Head Start, I got to play the wolf in a in a play at school.
Nice.
So it's you got to get her, like regardless if you right about it.
Yeah, I know. It's one of my for some reason it's one of my favorite stories when I was a little kid. So I would love to work on that at some point.
Brian,
like immediately comes to mind is maybe Sleeping Beauty, because I love that movie. I love the Disney movie a lot. But I think I like the cobbler, it's the cobbler and the elves. I think that'd be a really cool one to do. I like that story a lot.
The elf and the shoemaker and the cobbler and the elves is basically the same story.
Yeah.
It just goes by different names. There's a slight variation between the two, but they're basically the same story. Josh, what did you want? You said you pitched 5.
Yeah,
that means I let you down 4 times.
Hey, that's okay. The one I really wanted was Jack and the Beanstalk, and I know that was a big story to give me because we don't know each other. You don't know what I do, but I was excited about that idea to the point where I thought it could spin off a whole series called Jack the Demon Slayer, where he's basically got all these beanstalks that go to different realms, and he's got this whole operation where he's like looting these people and fighting the giants and stuff. But I can't wait to see what the actual writer did with the story. So,
yeah, that's an experience that I don't get, that you guys get, right? Because you guys send me in stuff, and then I kind of choose, and then I pick per book. Like I'll pick. In all the fairy tales, I'll pick one that I really want to do, and then I'll give everybody else opportunities over me. So I don't have that, like, I need to read somebody else's story, like, to like see if it was better or not. Like, and not, yeah, it's just different. I know you guys aren't like that, but everyone does it. When you pick up a book, like, I would have done it better. I would have done it this way. I'm sure every person who's ever dropped off Spider-Man reads the next guy. He's like, I would have done that story completely different. All right, Wes.
Process, but I'm excited to read it for sure.
Yeah. Oh, me?
Yep.
I think if I could choose one, it may have already been done already, but Frog Prince is one that I think would be fun in this vein, and I like to put a horror spin on it. Is the direction I'd like to take.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Has Frog Prince been included already in either this collection or the previous one?
Yeah, it's in this one. Awesome.
It's in this one. Okay.
I don't know how you missed it. It was a titillating image.
Hey now.
All right. Next up.
Yeah, I think I probably would have chosen Beauty and the Beast or Three Little Pigs. Those are kind of the only fairy tales that I think about. I have to be reminded that some of them are, in this genre or whatever, like Hansel and Gretel and stuff. But yeah, those are the two. I'm happy with the one I got, but yeah, those would probably be the ones I would choose.
Well, Anna and Ozzy is super big right now. Like it's all over Spider-Man. There's a whole bunch of stuff being worked in that realm. Luke.
Well, the Tom Thumb one was my first pitch, so I'm pretty happy. I'm happy with Tom Thumb.
You won.
Yeah, I would have pitched Little Mermaid, but you said at the time that you wanted someone with a little more experience to do Little Mermaid, which is fine. But I love the original Hans Christian Andersen Little Mermaid. because it's just it's not a happily ever after.
Right.
She gets in trouble and she has to go up into the sky and live for like 100 years as an air spirit to atone for her sins, basically.
Wow.
So that could be easily spun into some sort of existential horror story.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Definitely.
a spoiler. I ended up taking. I think I was too attached to Little Mermaid. I ended up taking it like at the end. Like I got probably about 8 pitches, and I was just I don't know
He
what.
had a committee meeting. He decided together. All the Travises voted.
All the
and
Travises voted,
win.
right? I would have asked my wife, but we're equally yoked, one flesh and all that at marriage, so I didn't have to. You know, I knew how she would say. so yeah. But you're not the only one who was just like gave me several pitches for Little Mermaid. I don't know what about it. Like I don't know what I was looking for. I still don't know. I haven't written it yet. So, but figured out. But Luke, that's a great example of where this gets complicated. A lot of people don't read the original source material. For instance, Brian is doing Aladdin in the next one.
And I read it.
Well, the real Aladdin
Yeah.
has nothing to do with Arabic.
Yeah,
it's
Chinese.
not-
Oh no, it was written by a British guy, and Aladdin's Chinese.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But somehow got included into the 1001 Nights or whatever, even though it's not an Arabic tale.
That's wild.
I have some
Yeah.
good ideas for it, though. I promise you. It'll be
So
fun.
so sometimes you got to make little changes to make all these things work. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna look at the campaign real quick. If anybody has any questions on the outside, please ask questions now. If you're a fan in the audience, we can do that. Let's see the campaign. Ooh, we got 200 backers, and we are only
Hey.
$75 from 10K. So I have, you guys don't, I'm going to stay till we get 10K. I don't think it'll be that long. That's literally 2 books. But let's go over some other campaigns that are live that some of these creators have. And then we'll talk about the future of Cthulhu Invades universe, because a lot of people have some questions. If you're a paid Substack member of me, I announced some of them, but there's one that I saved for tonight that I'm going to announce. So let's get excited about that. All right. First up, John. So let me preface this. I back a lot of Kickstarters. There is 10 that I read immediately when I get them. John is one of those 10. I really enjoy this book. I wish it was in color. It's my only issue with it. I wish it didn't sell plushies, but other than that, it's one of my favorite on Kickstarter. And I'm so excited for this volume. So tell us a little bit about it. Now, let me get it on the screen.
We'll get it on the screen. While you do that, I'm gonna do a short pitch for your book as well. If you're one of the few people on Earth who haven't bought the Cthulhu trades, they're beautifully printed, thick, wonderful paper. Just an amazing job by. I don't want to say their name if I'm wrong, but the printer that you use is amazing. So it's definitely
I use an overseas printer for the trades. So
They're-
you don't know them.
thick. All the books are thick. You're gonna get a huge book. So
Yeah, thank you.
wanted to say that. But yeah, Drumsticks of Doom. We're on. This is technically issue 7. This is arc 2, the final issue of Band on the Silver Mountain. So of course, the story would go: you get the band together in the first arc, you record the album in the second, and then for the third and hopefully final arc, you go on your tour, right? So that's where we're headed. But who's going to make it onto the tour bus? That's what you got to tune in and see. We've got characters bewitched. We've got characters possibly dead. We've got a lot of stuff that happened in the cliffhanger for issue 2. So we're wrapping up the second series.
No, it's super fun. And did you guys make the trade?
We did. We have a volume 1 trade. If you're a dirty trade waiter like I am for most of my books, we respect that. So we do have the trade for volume 1. This, because of page count, we're actually going to do these next 2 arcs as the final and second trade next year.
Okay.
Dan and I are refocusing on getting this series completed next year. You know, I, as I know Travis can relate, like to have a lot of plates in the air, but I've decided that the Drumsticks of Doom finale has waited long enough, and we're going to focus on that in 2026. So backing this book helps set us up for next year to finish the series in its entirety.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
That's great. Like I said, this is one of my favorite.
I appreciate you always saying that. Checks in the
This
mail.
is a legitimate question. The 48 pledge, does it include both A and B physical covers? Let me check. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that would be two.
Unless they're talking about your campaign, which, let's see, $48 pledge.
I don't have a $48.
So that includes, no, it just includes cover A of it includes cover A of fairy tales. If you want to get A and B, you have to buy A and then buy the B as an add-on, or buy a box set at the bottom.
You got $39 to go.
Ooh, fancy!
Nice.
So you have 69 backers.
I see it flying up right on the screen. Nice. We're at the nice backers right now. We usually end up around 150 to 200 backers, so we're always appreciative. I don't know how other people feel about this on the show. We decided to do the Hellboy series of miniseries thing. And I did feel like there was a little bit of a dip with what would have been the 5th issue, which became the 1st issue. And I was a little bit concerned, right? We're not going to get to the end here, but a ton of people have come back now to back all 3 issues of this arc. So maybe they were just kind of waiting, knowing that, I do take pride in as a creator that I have never failed to deliver a book. Maybe they figured it would just come out anyway. I don't appreciate you making us sweat it out so much, but thank you for those who caught up. That's always a good feeling. They got the last 3 issues. Some people jumped in and got all 7 total issues. So that's an amazing feeling, right? People are excited to jump in. So it's been a fun launch to this 7th campaign.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get this in our update, our first update. We'll get this, and we'll get Luke's as well. We'll get both of them on the update when we do the first update. So we'll get that out to all our backers.
Appreciate it, and I apologize for not planning better with the launch of the anthology, but hopefully we can cross promote each other and help both books.
I actually don't see that as a problem. I actually think it's better. I've seen people who have normally weaker campaigns, but because they launch it with like Cthulhu and they go on kind of the tour, like you get more. So I'd rather you get more backers, man. I think that this book deserves all the backers it gets. I hope it gets into the direct market someday because I think it's worth it. It's a good book.
Yeah, spoilers. I have a conversation going on behind the scenes, so I'm hopeful this fall.
Nice. That's nice. Nice. That's great. All right. Next up. What's this? I need to see which one of DODs I haven't done.
Do you want to refresh your Kickstarter real quick, Travis?
I can do that. Should I bring it up on the screen?
Should.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
see.
Yeah. Oh man, you got a flood there.
Oh, all right. Look at that. So Gratz.
Still going up.
Still going.
I love to watch it go up. That's my favorite part.
So hold on, let me check. I'll check this right now. So we can talk about it. Again, thank you so much. A lot of us have been doing comics for a bit, and just seeing something that goes up consistently is such a relief. Because it's always scary. Like, I really had a lot of fear on this one because it was a sequel. It was a sequel to one we already did. It's not a new universe. So I'm checking one thing real quick. How much are we at? Okay. A little bit more.
10,140.
So, all right. So our top first day for Cthulhu was Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, and that was 14K. Wonderland is the seller. Like when I sell them at cons and everything, Wonderland is
yeah.
Second was Neverland, which is at 10,743. I think we're going to beat that today. What do you guys think?
And you got a couple hours. Or you can until the morning.
Right, till 24
no,
hours.
I think it does it whenever KickTrack does it. Like I count what KickTrack does it, whatever they say.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they switch to the next day, not whenever Kickstarter does it. So, or not whenever I launch, rather. So we'll see, but I think we're going to make it. But regardless, really strong, already better than the last one. Whoever just backed Drumstick of Doom, thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you. You made a good choice. I actually have to back it now that it's not on the screen. I can do that. Is it on screen? Okay.
John, did you not do Kickstarter last time? I feel like you used something else before.
So we did for issue 6, and then the issue before that, which would have been the first of this mini series. We did try Zoop, and then we did a short Kickstarter because we had some stubborn yet amazingly loyal backers that didn't kind of follow us over there. So
okay,
but we'll be on Kickstarter for the foreseeable future after our after our mistakes.
You attempted a coup. It just didn't work out.
Curious. Yeah, I was just curious how Zoop went. Like what it was like. I had no idea.
Oh, Zoop is, if anybody wants to talk about it, I'd be happy to share for a second. Zoop is great. It's comic focused. They feature you. They tweet you out. They post on social media. They treat you very well. But they just don't have the built-in audience that Kickstarter has. Yeah. So while we got a good amount of backers, we lost a few of our regulars, so we kind of were able to. And they do ask that you don't launch somewhere else, but I was able to make an agreement with them, since it was our first time on there, that we could come back to Kickstarter if it didn't go quite as well as we had hoped. So that was very nice of them. They were very easy to work with. They do a lot of the work behind the scenes. They set up tiers, graphics, if you send them images. So that's nice. That takes up a lot of our time as creators. So there's a lot of benefits to Zoop, and I hope that they continue to grow so that more of us can kind of make our home there,
Kari said Zoop is a bit more complicated for pledgers, I think. I think that's a good thing to know. Thank you, Kari. And then Ed, just hopefully you can get your response. If you need an A and B, like I said, just back it as an add-on and you should be good. All right. Next up, what are we looking at here, Luke? Like, explain what is happening here. What is all the shenanigans? Not that I'm showing anybody any shenanigans. I'm gonna show you shenanigans in just a moment. The shenanigans are coming. I didn't even know this was a thing. What am I looking at here?
So my wife and I were just so heartbroken that our president tariffed the penguins of the McDonald Islands. So we're raising money to help them pay their taxes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Also known as make a donation to the Antarctic Science Foundation. But this is Rise of the Flightless. It's a Penguins versus Robots anthology. It's as ridiculous as it sounds. And there actually is a Penguinomicon comic in here. So if you are a Cthulhu fan, we do have Penguin Cthulhu in here.
Okay.
Amazing.
But it was all volunteers. I didn't have the ability to pay anybody really. So I was amazed I got as many comics as I did. There's 72 pages of stuff in here, and it ranges from everything from standard sci-fi to you just saw cowboys, and then Penguin Cthulhu, Penguin Army Men.
I mean, these are great, man.
Yeah, I'm so surprised at the amount of people who were interested in this, and the amount of talent that I got this was for free. I was like, you will be published, but and you will keep the rights to your work, but I don't have the ability to pay you right now for this. But yeah, we're trying to raise $500 to donate to the Antarctic Science Foundation, currently at 144. There's no time limit on this one like Kickstarter. So I don't really have that to use as an incentive to get people to buy this. But you do get a 72-page book that for only $1 or more, and it is finished, so it's not like a Kickstarter where you maybe won't get the book ever. It is done. And we do have a special down at the bottom. If you see, for $10, you get that as a sticker. If you want to scroll down lower. Yep, you get that as a sticker for $10. Only people in the U.S., unfortunately, because I just want to pay for a postage stamp.
So, Luke, you did something kind of incredible here. You managed to herd a lot of cats that were not being paid to finish these little comics for you. What was the largest amount of pages that somebody did for you?
I capped it at 8 pages, and I did actually get a good amount of 8-page comics. I think I have 4 or 5 of them that are 8 pages. The ones I did, I tried to do less just so there'd be some variety. But yeah, I just asked for even number pages, anywhere from 2 to 8.
How long did that take?
I started my call for stuff in April, and I closed submissions on June 31st. and it took me a couple more weeks to design and make the book. And I had a couple people who were friends of mine who were like, "Hey, I'm running late. Is it okay if I have a little extension?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Wow.
I think that's one of the most fun things you can do. I've been part of curating a couple anthologies like that. It's like, hey, might print a couple copies, but we don't have a lot of money to go around. And you just find, you know, some of the best things come out of that when people are just like, I'm going to do it for the love of the game. And, you know, they know, people are just excited to be in print, you know, to be published and all that. It's one of the most fun things you can do in comics. And you came up with a good concept here. This is really cool.
I gotta give my wife credit for that one, because it purely came from our hatred of Cybertrucks. That's why we want these penguins.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Look up stories of people trying to resell them, and you'll feel very good about Cybertruck.
I live in St. Louis, where there is a Tesla factory, and there's currently a fleet of Cybertrucks parked behind an abandoned mall because they don't have anyone buying them and they don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Such a waste.
Well, if you decide to do a Kickstarter or something, I think I can get either Brian or Gambit to draw me some penguins and robots. I think we can.
Yes, I would love to do that.
I am thinking next year I'm going to do a print edition of this, because the book is it's too good to not do a print edition. And I do want more stories as kind of an incentive for people who already bought it to come back.
Well, let me know. Maybe I'll have them both do it. I'll have one of them draw the penguins, one of them draw the robots, and we'll see what happens.
I'm down. I am all for weird. There is one comic in here that's a 2-pager that is kind of abstract and surreal, but I love it. So I am down for anything. I think my only stipulations when I accepted submissions was keep it PG-13 and please don't use anything that's trademarked, because I don't want to get sued.
Okay. Nice. No, that's super exciting. I like that book. I like that a lot. All right. So I have had us here for an hour. I'm going to wrap up. We're going to look at the campaign one more time. I'm going to share it. And then I'm going to we're going to look at the penguins one more time, because, the penguins, look at that. Look at all these penguins.
And that's
so good. I'm so excited about this book. I got to figure out what's going on. So if you just give $1, you get the book, right? So
yeah, $1 minimum. If you want to give more, that's great. But yeah, $1, get a 72-page digital comic.
There you go.
That's awesome.
All right, let's get this. It's gotta go. We'll get Cthulhu back up for just a second. I did link the penguin. Scroll up, Cat. It's right above your thing. If it's not there, I can link it.
It's definitely there.
It's definitely there. Okay. All right. So here's our story. We're going to link this out. Look at it.
More backers.
Killing it. Thank you guys so much for being part of this. We're really excited about it. We kind of went over the whole thing. If you're watching this, it's great. Again, if you have any last questions, we're taking last questions right now. This is a lot of these guys' first anthology, so we're going to do some really cool things with it, get some stuff up. I've got some secret pledges coming, some secret announcements that'll come during this campaign, so keep paying attention. Thank you guys all for coming out. Now, someone asked a question earlier, what is next? So, first things next is Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales Volume 3. We'll be doing a 3rd volume of this. That 3rd volume is going to be very, very cool, because we are going to be adding nursery rhymes. So there'll be a lot of nursery rhymes added. So we added a couple in this one, but 3rd one will have a mix of fairy tales and we realize that some of these stories are nobody knows what they are. We just kind of dealt with that, went through them. So we're going to try to separate that out a little bit, add some nursery rhymes. So volume 3 will be probably into the nursery. Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales into the nursery. So we'll have some regular fairy tales, and then we'll have some stuff. We have Hansel and Gretel, we have Aladdin, we have Frozen. So we have got some, and Rapunzel. So we've got some big name, Little Mermaid. So we've got some heavy hitters to end this whole thing. In fact, I could probably do a 4th volume. We have so much stuff, and maybe I will. Who knows? So that's the first thing that we're going to announce. Second thing, this campaign. What's super important about this campaign is this is the last time you'll be able to buy that version of Cthulhu Invades Oz. We are going to be doing Cthulhu Invades Oz 2nd edition. So we're going to add 5 more stories. I'm going to be recruiting some people and adding to that. So Cthulhu Invades Oz will be at second edition. I'm sick of reprinting it because I never order enough. So we're done. We're going to do a second printing. We're going to do a relaunch because when we first started, we didn't have as many backers. We didn't have as many followers. We didn't have anything. So we're going to do a second edition. And I intentionally left characters out of the first one. So it doesn't have the Gnome King. It doesn't have the hungry tiger. There's some characters that are really Patchwork Girl is not in there. So there's some really cool characters that people who follow Wizard of Oz would love to see. So we're going to do that. That maybe even this year is part of the plan. So that's exciting. Yes, I see messages already in my Facebook.
Already?
And then last but not least, the next thing on the rounds is Cthulhu Invades Edgar Allan Poe. So we're going to do a Cthulhu Invades Edgar Allan Poe. We're officially announcing that. That will be the smallest book. Not the smallest. It'll be the smallest amount of creators. We're going to keep it very intimate in 12.
I'm going to be begging you. I am related to Edgar Allan Poe's aunt.
Oh, okay.
That is the deal right there.
He's already got that.
I don't have Patchwork Girl. Well, there's only 10 creators, so it's going to be very. And the premise is this: it is basically Cthulhu goes after Poe, messes with all of Poe's poems. Poe, in the end, spoiler, is going to win. And then he'll say, since I can't get you, I'll get someone who's inspired by you. And that's how he gets H.P. Lovecraft. We're going to build continuity for it. The Poe Museum is already really interested in it. So a lot of really cool stuff coming with that. So that's our next big thing that I'm willing to announce. And there's more, but those are the ones we're announcing. And obviously, we've already announced in the past 100 Acre Woods. We'll start doing that and lots of other cool stuff. But thank you, guys. I'm going to give you guys a sec to go around the room, share your circles. Keep backing this, guys. We still need another 5K to fund. And then, as Brian pointed out, I need more than that to do everything I need to do. If you were a fan watching this and you're not on my email list for whatever reason, we're giving a free metal card. Here, let me show you. Let me go big for a second. It'll look like this. This is the one we did for St. Patrick's Day. This was for Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. It's a metal card. They're very, very cool. I'm even going to add the designs of the Cthulhu, the outsides on it. But if you want this, all you have to do, it's really easy. Just leave a comment on the campaign and write July. And I will send it to you and I'll add it to your pledge. So that's all you need to do. We're going to get it. The art is already done. And also a lot of the backers who've sent out emails, a lot of the creators here, they've sent out links for a secret link of where you can get it as well. So between the two, should be able to get it. Not a problem. But if you missed it and you're watching this, that's how you can get it. Bye, Luke. Luke had to go. At Luke Edmonton at everything is where you can find him. But Gambit, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me. It's easy to find. It's Gambits Inc. GAMBITSINK. Inc. as in ink, not incorporated. Gambits Inc. Every social media and my website is gambitsinc.com. If you want art or tattoos, that's where you find me.
Okay.
Yeah. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, Brian Wolf, Brian Thomas Wolf on Instagram, and definitely follow my Substack. I put up a wicked story last week. I haven't had too many people read that I wrote. I do a lot of prose and art and comics. It's Wolf Comics and Substack.
All right.
Nice. You can see me at Josh Wilson Creates pretty much everywhere. Excited to be in this book. Thank you very much. We've got my book here. It's available anywhere you can get books online. I'm going to be at Thought Bubble, so if anybody's in the UK, come see me and visit me. And then hope to do another Kickstarter of my own at the beginning of this next coming year. I'm writing a story right now that I'm really excited about. So, yeah, follow me. I'm glad to be part of this community. I'm super glad to be part of this book. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Wes?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter or X, or whatever you call it these days, Instagram and Blue Sky at Wes Writes Stuff. I also contribute to Comic Shop News. So if you see these at your local comic shop, you might see some of my writing in there. But great to meet you guys. Thank you, Travis, again for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to getting the book in my hands.
And John again.
And I'll take this opportunity. You can see my link there if you want to anything interested you that we talked about. But again, I hold in my hands the first time I was ever invited to an anthology. I will always honor this and cherish this book. Again, it's big, they're thick, they're beautifully printed. There are so many amazing creators. I just want to thank Travis. He puts a lot of time into these books. You see that big number on the Kickstarter, and you might think Travis is running, to the casino to gamble it all away. But he puts it all into creating books, offering us compensation copies or at a reasonable price to purchase copies, compensating creators, promoting the book, making cool creator-only versions. He does a lot to get us excited about being in the book. And, I do want to thank him for that. It's not just him wanting to put out books for Orange Cone. He wants to do something where a community is involved. And, I cherish, these opportunities. So thank you, Travis.
Oh, I appreciate that. And just because you created, just so if you don't know, you guys are more than welcome to sell the book on your campaigns. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, if you want to sell it as an add-on, do all that stuff.
Someone just backed one today.
Yeah, I see. Because I don't worry about that. I'm not about it. I've been at cons where people are like, "Oh, I have to put mine away." No, sell it. Like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a competition. I already own more of them than you do, so like, I'm gonna win. I'll intentionally not have you in one just to make sure we have something different. So it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But no, seriously, I love the community. I love that we put together. I'm so proud of this book. I'm so proud that it's doing well. We've still got a long way to go. I'd love it to beat the numbers of last one. We had 700 backers on the last campaign. Love to get to 800 on this one, and it's very possible. We did it on Wonderland, so with your help, we can. So please share it out and get that going. But thank you guys for coming out and hang out with us. And I think it's good night. We're gonna close the stream.
Yeah.
So, all right.